Hey, Jimmy, Lillian, you guys ready for another round of school lunch today?
Oh man, Orion, I swear they're feeding us enough for an army.
Lillian, you have a taste for the weirdest things, I swear.
All right, kids, less chit-chat and more focus on your studies.
Mr. Shorty, we're just preparing ourselves for the battle with the lunch monster.
Well, just make sure you save some appetite for your studies, too.
Sure, Mr. Shorty. We'll try not to let the lunch monster eat our homework.
Well, I can't promise anything.
Jimmy, you sure you're not part lunch monster yourself?
Hey, you guys gotta eat, right?
Yes, Jimmy, but remember, moderation is key.
Lillian, you're one to talk. I saw you take down 3 servings of pudding yesterday.
All right, let's not start a food fight here.
Orion's right. Let's focus on the real monster here, algebra.
Lillian, we've talked about this. You can't be eating your teacher at school. You need to learn restraint. It's not a good habit. And Jimmy, I heard your head got bigger due to learning too much?
Well, Dad, I can't help it if I'm curious.
That's not the point, Jimmy. There's a balance to everything.
And I'll be sure to take breaks from studying, Dad.
That's all I'm asking for. Balance in everything, kids. Lillian, I want you to understand how serious this is. You can't go around eating teachers. That's not an excuse, Lillian. You need to control your hunger. And Jimmy, you can't just stuff your head with knowledge all the time. There's a limit.
I know, Dad, but learning is fun for me.
Fun or not, it's not healthy to overdo it. Remember, moderation is key.
Yes, we will. We promise.
I hope so. I love you both and only want the best for you. Jimmy, you have your homework to do. No Sonic the Dolphin video games until it's done.
But Dad, I just finished a chapter of my book.
That's great, son, but homework comes first. No exceptions.
All right, Dad, I'll do my homework now.
Good. And Lillian, remember our talk about restraint? It's not funny, Lillian. You need to control your hunger. That's all I'm asking. Remember, I love you both and only want what's best for you.
All right, guys, I need everyone's study guides on my desk by the end of the day.
Sure thing, Mr. Shorty. I'll drop it off before lunch.
Yeah, same here. Just need to wrap up the last section.
My dog ate my study guide.
Really, Jimmy? That's the best excuse you can come up with?
I swear, Mr. Shorty, my dog Rocky, he's a menace.
Seeing Rocky in action would be worth it. I want to help.
I second that. Let's help Jimmy out.
Jimmy, I'll give you until tomorrow to submit your guide, but I expect no further excuses.
Thanks, Mr. Shorty. You won't regret it.
We've got your back, Jimmy. We'll help you finish the guide.
Yeah, let's turn this menace Rocky into a study buddy.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
Remember, teamwork is key. Now get to work. Orion, I need to talk to you about these test scores. They're just not up to the standard we need.
Are you talking about everyone's scores, Mr. Shorty?
No, not everyone. I'm especially disappointed with Jimmy's performance.
Jimmy, but he usually does well in tests. What happened?
I don't know, but his scores have plummeted recently, and it's concerning.
Mr. Shorty, I've been playing Flippy Tractor and can't seem to stop. I'm playing right now, actually.
Maybe I could get a turn?
My turn. Jimmy, can I try playing your game? I want to understand what's so captivating about this.
Sure, Mr. Shorty. Here you go.
All right, how do I flip this tractor?
I think you need to press the red button and then move the joystick, Mr. Shorty.
This is harder than I thought.
Let me show you how it's done, Mr. Shorty.
Lillian, take it. Maybe it'll flip for you.
Mr. Shorty, thanks for coming by. I appreciate your concern about Jimmy's giant head, but isn't it a good thing that Jimmy is so involved in his studies?
Well, it could be, but he's overdoing it. His head is going to explode if he keeps up this pace of learning.
Jimmy, honey, do you feel like you're doing too much?
No, I like learning new things. It's exciting.
I understand, Jimmy, but you need balance. All work and no play, you know?
We'll make sure he gets some rest, Mr. Shorty, but we don't want to curb his enthusiasm for learning.
You gotta be kidding. This kid's head is as big as a planet.
Balance. We've got it from here. Thank you, Mr. Shorty.
I promise, I'll take some breaks, but I can't promise I won't think about math during them.
You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't about curbing enthusiasm. It's about not having that Uranus-sized head messing up my suit when I'm telling him a civics fact.
And we appreciate your concern, Mr. Shorty. But we know our son, and we know when he's pushing himself too hard.
I think his head just grew some more while we were sitting here. Look at it. Is it just me or is it getting bigger right in front of my face?
Again, we appreciate your concern, Mr. Shorty, but we also believe in Jimmy's capacity for learning.
I can handle it, Mr. Shorty. I like learning.
This is not about what you like, Jimmy. It's about the possibility of getting my head stuck in one of your nostrils if that head gets any bigger.
We will make sure to balance his studies with play, Mr. Shorty.
And Jimmy, you need to promise us that you will take breaks and not just think about math during them.
I promise, Mom. I'll take breaks.
All right, I'll help you with your homework, Jimmy. But remember, we need to take breaks.
I promise, Mr. Shorty. I'll take breaks and not only think about math during them.
That's my boy. Now go on, both of you.
And remember, Jimmy, no matter how big your head gets, we'll always be here to support you.
Yeah, even if we need to use a crane to lift it.
Thanks, everyone. I'm ready to hit the books, Mr. Shorty.
All right, Jimmy, let's get this head of yours moving.
We're rooting for you, son.
Good luck, Jimmy. And remember, balance, especially going up the steps with your huge head.